We did something wrong. That's crazy. That's absolutely batty. Here, come take a look. Can you see?
So tell me what happened.
She's got 3 little eggs.
3, maybe 4, but one's definitely a slug. They
Oh my
They don't
goodness,
look
look at those weird eggs.
Well, it was a shock. You know, I went to clean the cage and kind of lifted up the paper, and boom, there she is sitting on some eggs. Little tiny, tiny snake.
These little females, man, they can't be stopped. We're getting so many of these where we have, here, come take a look. Can you see? She had the nest box. We knew she's been kind of thinking about that. Let me open it for you. We're not necessarily even trying to breed these girls, but a lot of them are like, I will lay eggs this year. So kind of wild that she did.
Well, it's like my second clutch that we pulled, and she was a little girl, so now she's a little mom.
Those things look so weird. All right, do you want to hold the box? Let me grab something to stand on, and then I'll just pull them and set them in the box.
I think there was 4 of them. I think, all no good.
Great.
That's good.
So I'm actually, honestly, just really excited that she laid these and is healthy. I don't know if we're gonna get anything out of these eggs. There's 4, looks like. And she's not really wrapped them, so hopefully she's done, but let's see. These look like corn snake eggs. That is a long, weird one. Look at that. Like 2 eggs together. One's a boob, one's a half boob. I mean, this is the tiny little female. I don't know, she's still kind of bunched up. Let's make sure she has got them all.
It's a pretty bummer.
But I want to make sure if she did this like early cycle. I mean, she's young and she's a small female. She's only 3 years old. Usually they don't lay till they're like 4, but clearly she's prolific. I think she got them all. So we can give her a little soak.
Yep, I got her bath ready.
Or you can, I mean, she doesn't look too bad. So this is comparative. If you're used to seeing, you know, bigger animals than you're used to seeing. But after they lay, they suck a lot of muscle tissue out. And so she's still pretty good there. Let's get a quick weight on her.
That's just how she's gonna be, just a tiny little mama.
So if you can zero it out with that on it. Oh, oops. There we go, 0 grams. So if you open it, I'll just set her in here real quick. Hey, mama. Good girl. You did such a good job. We palpated her, felt 3, but boy, that one is weird. Okay. No way.
She weighed out being tiny.
We did something wrong.
Smaller than usual weight.
That says 875 grams. That's 500 grams less than my smallest. Obviously, because it's a fluke. They weren't good eggs or anything. But what the heck is an 800 gram? Let's see again. Just make sure it's zeroed out.
Yeah, she's good.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say it wasn't zeroed out, but you had the lid on. Okay. Let's do it again. I don't know. Can you even see these numbers? You're zeroed out. All right. Let's go ahead and... That's unbelievable. Something must be wrong with this scale. 875 grams. Oh my gosh. That is cool. I mean, she looked really small. I'm like, I think she's smaller than our record's like 1350. We had one last week. It was 1355. So those are small females. But holy moly. So the thing is, she's producing follicles and stuff. And we've had females that, I don't know, the new females all want to lay this season. All our 3 and 4 year olds.
She's so tiny.
Isn't that crazy?
She, you know, laid eggs this year. That means next year, you know, she might give us more.
Real quick, go ahead and set her there.
Okay.
I just want to
Later though.
air.
Yeah.
So here's a really young, still small ball python, corn snake. And then I've got a ball python here. It's kind of not a huge ball python. That's crazy. That's absolutely batty. All right, look. There's her next to a corn snake, and this is not a full-grown corn snake. Can you see the comparison of size there? She's definitely bigger than the corn snake. Here's her. Here, Lauren. Or, yeah, Jake, you want to grab that? Here's her next to one of our birthday party ball pythons, and she is a fraction of that size.
Stella.
Let's go find out. Yeah, that's Stella and Vermilion. Let's weigh these. Go ahead. You can leave her alone now. I can't believe that. It didn't hit this or something, did it?
I don't think so.
Okay, put it back on there. It's just absolutely unbelievable. Where's the lid? Just make sure it's still zeroed out. Okay, lift it off. Corn snake, little half-grown corn snake. Close it. 302 grams. Okay. Ball python. This is definitely. I mean, this ball python could lay eggs.
She's a big girl.
But it's not a huge ball python. 2,500 grams. She's like a third the size of this. Wouldn't you say this is probably like an average adult ball python female? Like,
yeah.
you know, she's a third the size of a ball python.
It's crazy.
Uncanny. That's unbelievable. We gotta try one more time. I'm sorry, Nina. Good thing she's a sweetheart. And love
She's such a chill baby.
yeah,
She's such a good girl.
All right, honey, one more time.
Put the lid on again. I just gotta see. All right, zero it out. Pull it off. 878 grams. It's true.
It's true.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy.
I mean, to me, that's what it's all about. You know, he's excited. You know, he's striving for the small retics, and you know that's a really small one that's producing. Like I have ball pythons at home that are twice that weight. You know what I mean?
What are you doing so small? I'd be surprised if she is 1,300 grams after laying next year. You know, like if for her to grow that much in her third and fourth year. Wow.
Garrett's really passionate about the animals and the care for them here.
So clearly it's like too small because like, let's show those eggs again. They're not the greatest eggs. They're fertile,
Right.
you know? They're like,
Oh.
they're just kind of crummy. But she's like determined to breed. So the big thing is, I mean, the reason why we put a male in, I mean, you can see that that's fertilized. This is like a boob egg that's split in half. She didn't know what she was doing. She's trying to like, that is one egg and this is, I don't know, is that two? Is that one? What is that? Like she might, it kind of looks like they were trying to split in here, like her body didn't know what it was doing. But the reason why we put a male in is not necessarily to try to like get snakes out of her. We put a male in so that she would at least have fertile eggs and be able to get them out. Because if they're infertile and she lays anyways, which we've had happen last year, and I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. They get stuck in her and then they, you know, I mean, you know that causes, but that is weird. Are we calling that 3 or 4 eggs? I guess 4.
I say
Right.
4.
For records purposes. That is probably the weirdest little clutch I've ever had. It was about 875-ish grams, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say about that.
That's good. That's
This is
good.
gonna be horrible.
No, I think we got it.